welcome back to my channel. This is Vanessa. You guys already know, you guys are welcome to call me Nessa. I'm here with another video with my sister-in-law, and today we are going to be talking a little bit about what is it like being a first time mom. That's how you say it, right? Okay, so as you guys already know, I have a daughter and she's my first and only daughter, and my sister-in-law just, I don't know why I keep doing this. My sister-in-law just gave birth back in November, so she's also a first-time mom. And we're going to just be searching or Googling questions that usually first-time
moms get asked.
That. So without further ado, let's get started. And first, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel and turn on your notifications. Say what I just said mom. Okay, so we brought the babies. Well, he was already here. We brought my baby girl here with us. Hey, yeah, she wants to talk too. Amaris. Okay, so the first question that I'm asking you and me, when were you due and when did you give birth?
I was due November 27th of 2019 and I gave birth on the 22nd of November.
So it was like what, like 2 weeks before, no?
No, like 4 days before my due date.
Okay.
Like a week almost.
Well, my due date was April 14 and I gave birth on April 3rd. So it was like almost like kind of the same, no?
I think yours was like a week and a half, no? Before?
Yeah, because I was 38 weeks and 3 days.
Yeah.
Did you give birth naturally?
Natural as can be.
We don't want to go into detail with that.
But natural.
Do you want to share not everything but a little part of your experience? Let's share.
It hurt.
Long story short, it hurt.
I don't know, I think I had easy labor compared to other people.
Mine
I
was hard.
only in labor for 8 hours, but the only thing that he wasn't positioned right, but he came out eventually.
And mine was 48 hours, so I'm just getting mad. 48 hours, and I'm not gonna go into detail. That's probably for another video because if not, I'll never finish.
48 hours long.
Yeah. So, is it a boy or a girl? Well, I have a girl. She has a boy. We have the little parejita.
No more babies
For us.
for a while.
Are you breastfeeding or were you breastfeeding?
I was only able to breastfeed. Well, I couldn't I breastfed him, but through pumping. And only the first like 2 weeks because I didn't produce enough milk for him. So we had to bottle feed.
Same for me. Well, I didn't produce and she didn't want it.
He drank it if I whatever I took out, but after a while it got less and less. Did you hear me? I was like
Is the baby eating enough? How often does she go? I didn't like this to the restaurant.
I mean, I think he's eating enough. He eats 3 ounces every 2 to 3 hours. At night he eats every 4 hours, and he goes. That means like to the restroom, right?
Yeah.
He probably poops like 4 times a day, and he pees endlessly.
Well, she's eating good. She's eating good, and she goes to the restroom. When she was a newborn, she would go like 3 times a day, and then it started like lowering less, and now she goes like once every 2 days. Which she already got checked for that and it's fine. Are you getting any sleep?
Yes, I have an amazing baby. He sleeps. Well, at night I wake up to feed him, but he sleeps, he eats, he poops, he pees, he sleeps again. So I go straight back to bed.
Her, on the other hand, is a good baby now, but when she was a newborn, she would not go to sleep at all. She would her what do you say, like it was
her sleeping schedule was flipped.
Yeah, it was flipped. Like she would sleep she would sleep in the day and be awake at night. Oh my goodness, it was super hard, especially when I barely delivered. I remember because I had headaches and Oh my goodness, I couldn't take it. Yeah, it was, she would have a hard time sleeping when she was small, but now she sleeps all night and wakes up till like 10 or 11 in the morning. So yeah. Are you planning to go back to work?
Sadly, I have to go back to work because yeah, I have to make money for myself. But maybe when he turns, he's 2 months right now, so maybe when he turns 3 or maybe 4, depending how I am financially, not economically.
And me, in the future, I was never working anyways.
You're working from the house,
Yeah.
but you just
Stop.
you can't bring random people anymore.
Oh, true. How much weight did you gain during pregnancy?
So I started out pregnant at like 140 and I went up to 167 at the end of my pregnancy. Yeah, so I gained like I gained a little bit more than 25 pounds.
Hey guys, so the camera turned off, but we already charged it back. We have, well, I'm feeding my baby now. We have
He's
chips
sucking
here.
on his passy.
Yeah. So I stayed off, and how much weight did I gain? So I actually lost weight. I'm just kidding, I wish.
I lost 20 pounds my whole pregnancy.
So before I got pregnant, I was 130 pounds. Then by the end of my pregnancy, I was already at 154. So that was how much? Like 24?
Like 24?
I gained 24 pounds during my pregnancy. But now I lost them, so that's good. You lost them too, right?
Same.
Are you planning on having another one?
No. Because the circumstances I'm in. So, you can't have a baby without the magical person. So right now, no. I'm fine with my baby.
But what if you had the magical person?
If I had the magic person, I probably would. Just so I could be done. I would. I always told that person that like, if we were still together, I would have a baby so I could like hopefully it'd be the girl and I'd be done, shut down business down there.
Me, I'm not planning to have another one. Not anytime soon. So, no. I'm fine with her for now. What's the one thing you would have done differently as a mom? Or I guess since we don't have that much experience, maybe like, what's one thing you made, let's just say what's one thing we would do different than you see other parents.
Or one thing we do different.
One thing we do different than me and us together, or other people? Whatever.
I don't know. You go first, I don't know.
Okay, so one thing I would probably do different is, for sure the big thing, and I'm doing it, is not show my baby, not get my baby the phone this small.
You're not gonna get your baby to what?
The phone, or watch TV or that, because then they're going to just be addicted. That's how you say it, right? They're gonna be addicted to that, and then it's gonna be very hard to take it away. And I hate when parents are like, ten el teléfono, just so they want, like, you know, just so the baby can just shut up. Yeah. So that's something different that I would do. And teach them to, and there's a lot of things that I would want my baby to do. So I want her to be respectful to others.
I don't know, I guess the same. I try not to, well, of course he's 2 months. I don't think any baby at 2 months is looking at a phone, but I try not to let him see the phone when I'm on it. And if I put the TV, like, it's just music, like with the
relaxing,
like the sleeping music or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know, I want him to be a very active baby. Look at Daisy. She's just watching us, our little cheerleader.
I don't know what else. You know, you asked.
Next. What's one thing that somebody would tell you in pregnancy, like, I guess you can say a Mexican dicho or whatever, that they would tell you not to do, but you knew it was like just things they would say to?
I don't know.
Mine, I would say it, was they would always tell me to stop eating chile.
Oh.
And because they were gonna get little granitos on his butt, and if I could show you his butt on camera, I would, but there's crazy people. And he has no granitos. So my next pregnancy, I will eat me some hot Cheetos.
I'm getting mocos now because of the chips. Que no podía. No, I don't know. That I couldn't exercise. Or no, do squats.
While pregnant?
There was a lot of people like, you can't do that, you can't do this, you can't carry that.
Yeah, I think a lot of people try to stop you from things, but the more you change, that's when you get more like capable of things happening. Because I worked until I was 7 months pregnant, so I think you can do anything even though you're pregnant.
What she said.
Go, next question. I made a question up.
Why did you name your son or your daughter, whatever you named him?
I named him, his name is Jonathan Jr. Vargas. Well, that's his dad's name. He's a junior. So his dad, since before we had gotten pregnant, he always said like if we have a boy that he wanted to have him as a junior, his first son. So that's why we did that.
Me, was very hard to decide on her name because there was so many names that I would tell my husband about them, and then he wouldn't decide. He would be like, no, I don't like them. And then he would tell me, and I was like, I don't like them. So we took so long to decide on her name. But I put a big list of names, and at the end, we decided between both of us which ones, like, we would eliminate names that we didn't like. And then at the end, we just said, by the way, her name is Amaris Annette, so we just stick with Amaris. And Amaris, you can say it in English as Amaris, means given by God. So when choosing names, I like to look at the meanings. So that's why. What was the biggest surprise you encountered once you had a baby in the house?
The biggest surprise?
Beautiful.
I feel like I expected for it to be harder than what it really is. So I was kind of scared coming home from the hospital, because a lot of people tell me like babies are like stressful, but I've had a pretty good experience so far.
My biggest surprise is how mother instinct hits you right away. That I'm a very heavy sleeper, but when I had her, like I would be waking up like every 5 minutes to check on her, and it's like so weird how I'm a very heavy sleeper, but I would hear her like just move a little bit and I would just like wake up right away. Like, no, I probably don't, because she sleeps good now.
Yeah, that also surprised me. And like, you know, as a mom, I feel like it's more on the mom side than the dad side, but you know what your you know what your baby needs. Like, you know if he's crying because he's hungry, or
you start to get to know their cry. What is cry?
Yeah,
is
like you don't have to, or for me, I don't have to be like why is he crying? Like, I know he's crying for a reason. Like, either he's pooped, he's peed, he's hungry, or he's sleepy. The life of a baby. You have another one?
What is the biggest challenge you face in terms of time management?
Honestly, I don't, because I guess he's still small, so he sleeps through most of the time that I get ready and all that. But the only time management I have to struggle with, I guess you can say, is when I'm getting ready to go somewhere. Like, I have to, if you invite me somewhere and you want me to be ready and the baby to be ready, I have to know like 2 or 3 hours before. If not, the baby's only going ready. I ain't going ready.
Me, I don't even have time to get ready anymore. My baby just wants to be in her arms. And I don't care who tells me, why do you always carry her? I don't care, like Leslie said.
Exactly, because there will be a point where they don't want to be carried anymore. So take advantage.
Do you find yourself to be more or less productive around the house when baby is sleeping, for instance, than before you had a child? I feel like I'm the same.
Honestly, no. I think if anything, I'm more, because during my pregnancy I got not very lazy, but
Lazy.
I'm getting mocos. I don't know, I was very tired like throughout my pregnancy, so instead of going and sweeping my house, like I would just go to sleep. So I think after now, like when he's asleep, I don't know what to do. So yeah, so while he sleeps, I go and clean or whatever, wash clothes. She saw the chips. Or what are they?
Okay, so my baby wanted to eat too. So I don't know, I feel like I'm the same. I feel like I'm the same. What concerns you more about the future than before you had a child? Oh, that's a good question.
Before, I mean, now I'm like scared because this world is crazy. Like, there's crazy people, there's people that will try to harm your kids. So now it's like I'm gonna have like a mommy defense mode. So even though he's 2 months, I still try to protect him, and I choose things because I'm trying to protect him, even though his dad doesn't want me to as much, because he says he doesn't want him to be a little punk. But he's my little punk.
What was the question again?
What concerns you about
about the future? I think I feel the same, because before, your only responsibility is yourself, and that's the only thing that you're responsible for. But now you're responsible of not just yourself, but your baby. So it's like, it's true. And especially what scares me the most is school, like, because I went through bullying, so I'm scared that she goes through that.
Yeah, that's with me too. I was bullied in 6th grade, so I wouldn't want him to go through the same thing, because it's scary. So if you see this bully, look at me now. Imagine she does. No, but now that person who used to bother me, like, I'm a very forgiving person. The only reason now is if I hold a grudge with you is if it's something to do with my baby. Other than that, I have no problems with anybody.
Is that it?
What is your biggest scare that has happened so far with your baby? Like, that something happened to her, or she did something that scared you? Like sick-wise, hurting-wise?
Well, the very first time she got sick, because she got sick until she was 7 months. So imagine, like, the whole time that she didn't go through being sick, and when she finally got sick, I was all worried about her.
Mine was, he hasn't gotten sick, thankfully, but he did have a little incident when he was born, because the doctor explained to me that babies don't know how to push properly. Like, they strain themselves more because they're barely learning how to do it. So he had poop in his pamper, so that scared me. I went right into the ER for them to tell me that it was just a little tear and he'd be okay. But I guess it's better to go and make sure than look at him.
Is he smiling?
Yeah. Not no more.
So I think that's it. So yeah, these are beautiful blessings. One's eating, one's sleeping, and no more babies for now, huh?
Baby factory is shut down till further notice.
And let me tell you all, people, I'm gonna say a little story. This is for people that already have kids, and also for people that don't, or people that mistreat their... Okay, first goes to people that mistreat your kids. If you don't if you're not gonna take care of your kids, then don't have, because they're blessings. And another thing is that there's so many people out there that want to have kids. Like me, there was a point where I thought like that I wasn't going to be able to. Like, I ever told you that? No.
I think
we didn't want a baby yet, but when I would do pregnancy tests, it was weird because I would do pregnancy tests and they would always be negative, and I would always cry because I was like, I'm never gonna be able to. So it's a very bad feeling. So if you have kids, take care of them, and if you don't have kids, then keep praying and your blessing will come your way. They'll be eating chips next to you one day. So I guess.
And for the ones that do have kids, oh, you said it already, right? For them not to mistreat them. Oh, what's your opinion? One more. What's your opinion on that? I don't know if you heard about the mom who harmed her 3 kids. Did you hear about it? What's your thoughts on that? Because I don't understand. I believe, if I'm not wrong, one of them was 7 years old. Like, how can you have a 7-year-old and then like 7 years later decide that you want to harm all 3 of your kids? Like, I don't know. I couldn't understand that. Because like a lot of people do it when they have one baby, but she had a baby for 7 years. Like, how can you?
Maybe she was going through postpartum, no? Because she had a 7-month baby.
Yeah. But still, like, how can you? I don't know. I cannot see myself doing that. How can you do that to adult
people with no heart?
To any kids in general.
Anything else to add?
No, let's cut it because I'm trying not to eat those chips and I already ate like 10.
Dude, look at me. I'm not even supposed to be eating chile. Okay, that was it for this video, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Dude, I keep looking up there and I forget that the camera is here.
Oh, me too. I was looking at myself.
I was looking over there the whole time. Okay, guys, so that was it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. And if you guys want to see another video with her, then let me know. Bye. Stop it. I can't read.
How do I stop it?